Thank you, Madam Chair, distinguished ministers, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to join my predecessors in thanking UNESCO for organizing these roundtables and the very vivid and interesting debates that were focusing very much on education and what we would like to achieve in response to the challenges that have risen after the pandemic and after the security situations in several places in the world, but most importantly and more recently in Ukraine. At the very beginning, I would like to tell you that Romania fully supports the initiative of organizing both the Paris Pre-Summit and the Transforming Education Summit in New York this September as a way to raise the importance of education in order to future-proof our societies and to make sure that we are on the right track on implementing the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda. As such, the President of Romania has committed to co-leading the Action Track 3, focusing on teachers, teaching and the teaching profession. Romania has been glad to work together with Nigeria, with the UN Support Agency, ILO and UNESCO, and the Teachers Task Force in order to prepare the Action Track transformational actions. Thank you for this opportunity. On the question of immediate recovery steps, I want to say that Romania, like much of Europe, has seen the learning process disrupted in early childhood education, schools and universities. While online education was possibly in a record time, access and quality issues remained. As the pandemic is ending, we are planning to review the way in which our education system works, making it more flexible, but also introducing support measures for disadvantaged students. A key measure that has been already implemented was the National Programme for Remedial Education. Support measures are now largely in the court of schools and universities, which are best equipped to deal with the individual patterns of learning loss. On the question on how education should be transformed, I would say that one key aspect is our commitment to inclusive and consensus-driving reform. We have launched the project which is called the Educated Romania, Romania Educată, in order to reform and future-proof the education system. The project has two goals. First of all, to get everyone on board, including teachers, students, and business people. We want reforms to be deep and to be embraced by everybody so that we would like to reduce the risk of long-term dilution. Secondly, we are not only responding to specific issues such as early school leaving or inadequate teacher training, but also developing new vocational training programs, digital tools, and curricular approaches that adapt Romania education to the 21st century. Finally, on how to transform, among other things, we plan to create smart laboratories, work-based vocational programs for higher education, a modern curricula for early childhood education, a more flexible governance and quality assurance tools. As part of envisaged reform, we also aim to invest in teachers and to empower schools. We want to focus more on practical training and the use of digital tools. Schools will receive more autonomy in order to adapt themselves to the need and the character of local communities and to develop tailor-made approaches. Last but not least, a key priority is the emergence of green schools, which will include the green transition that we all support for the benefit of our children and of our planet. And I would like to conclude by quoting a very old saying, which states that education is not the preparation for life. Education is the life itself. Thank you very much.